So this is Rogue River Valley by Poor Boy and Catalyzer Industries, 282.27 megabyte download, and it says, do you want to have a small farm or a logging empire? This map offers both, and it does, because you've got this half, which is your farming section, and then we'll spin around and you've got a massive mountainous area of trees to do logging, which is great. Really is. So what are we talking about from a slot count perspective? If you come on here on Farm Manager and start from scratch, you're going to use 913 slots. If you come on here on New Farmer, you're going to use 1,255. Now the difference is going to be obviously the equipment. You don't start with any on Farm Manager start from scratch. But also the buildings down there on the start farm and the animal pens. All right, fair enough. So what are we talking about from an equipment perspective? If we go into here, we've got under small tractors, we've got the Fendt Fabric 515C. We've got under medium tractors, we've got the Valtra Valmet 8750, the John Deere 4755, the John Deere 7810, and the Massey Ferguson MF 3670. Under trucks, we've got the Max Superliner 6x4. Under harvesters, the Deutz-Fahr Topliner 4090H. Under cars, the John Deere XUV 865M and then the Lizard Pickup 1986. On the trailers, we've got the Low King Distinction Super B Pool trailer, the Welker DK115x2. Then we'll come down to corn headers. We've got the Capello Diamant 8. On the disc harrows, the Agromaz BTC 50H. On the seeders, the Nordsten HK25 plus NS 3030. On the planters, the Kuhn Maxima 3 till. On the sprayers, the Hardy Mega 1200L. On the fertilizer spreaders, the Breedel K105. On the mowers, the Kuhn GMD 4411. Then we'll come down to the next row. We got on the tedders, the GF 8712. On the windrowers, the GA 4731. On the forage wagons, the Strautmann Zelen CFS 2501DO. On the balers, the Kuhn VB 3190. On the animals, the Joskin Aquatrans 7300S. On the animal transport, the Flegel Noah TTW 140. On the front loaders, the John Deere 643R, the Quickie Q6M, and the Quickie Q5M. And then on the last row, because there's 4 rows, front loader tools, the Albert Pallet Fork, Universal Bucket, and Round Bale Fork. On the header trailers, the Topliner 4090 trailer. On the weights, the Agco 650, and then on the miscellaneous, the Bachmann MHAL 4320-35. Man, that's a lot of equipment. It really is. That's a ton for Start Farm. Dear oh dear. And there's also some extra pieces of equipment in the mods and DLCs. We've got all this. Now, a couple of these are ace. It really is. So we've got a little push along hand lawnmower, whatever you want to call it. We've then got the Komatsu 93XC edit, 931 even, XC edit. Now that, it's got there, on the icon down the bottom, 400 centimetre cutting diameter on the trees. That's mental. That's absolutely insane, but ace. Obviously, we've got the 87, and we've got the 875 edit of the Komatsu. We then got a bucket. Now, you are going to need this for digging out some shenanigans, but you got some 25,000 litre capacity on the top end of that. Oh, that's all right. And then we got a Mac Pinnacle edit. It looks like the standard base game one, to be fair. You got the Distinction Load King. That's got a capacity of 121,000 on the top end of that, so that's all right. And we've got a side dumper from Demco, 104,000 on the top end of that. And then we've got a couple of tankers. Now, you are going to need these for specifically some of the, I'm going to say, new crops, new production outgoings. And then we've got a Joskin Aquatrans and then a Prinoff Raptor 300. And then to finish off, the Mac RRV Superliner and then the RRV Tornado 252. Fair enough. Now, a couple of these are going to be kind of important as we get a little bit further around. But just bear in mind that's what you're going to need. So, you start the map here, right on top of this hill. Excellent. So we'll go into the PDA. So you start off the map on all 3 game modes up here. Fair enough. Now, this bit is the farmland area. And this bit is the logging area. It's huge. Absolutely huge. And then down here, it's a little bit of a play area. And we'll come down to that shortly. But there is a ton of trees on here. An absolute ton. So, farmland. Obviously, we start New Farmer with Area 46, and field 35. Obviously, farm managers start from scratch. You don't have that. But, you know, you can buy different areas. You know, that one's like 884 grand, 606 grand. But then you do make a lot back off of the login area anyway. And then you click on these, you know, 14, 26 grand, 26 again. So, you know, the farmland area is not that bad. Forestry area, yeah, a bit more pricey, but you are going to get your money back. And you can also buy these little roads if you wanted to. So click on, I'll get a little bit closer. There you are. So that's 30, was it area 33? You can also buy the river as well, like that. 332 grand. And also this area here. That's going to be kind of important as we get further around as well. But all right, we'll come back to that one anyway. So you start the game off here, and then you've got your start farm just there. So we're gonna take a jump off the mountain, bit of base jumping. Why not? Shocking. So the first thing we're going to come to is a cow pasture, because it's huge. It's absolutely huge. You've got the fence here, and then it's just massive. It's just absolutely massive. Love it. So we'll come up to it there. So you got your taken out point for your slurry. And then we'll come into here like that. And inside, it's obviously we're going to dump all your food and straw. And we'll come out of that one. Then we'll hook a right. Animal dialogue box just there. 500 cows. Yeah, we'll put some cows in. Why not? 500 in there. Milk taken out point. There they are. Look, they're all the way over there as well. That's a nice big area, I must admit. Now, all these animal pens that are on the base game, base map, whatever you want to call it, are large. They are very large, which is ace. And we'll come round and we've got a little lake there. Now where that trailer is parked, that's where the water fill point is. So just back a trailer into there. We've got a nice big shed just here. So click on that, open up those. Fair enough. We'll come out of that, we'll come down here. Again, more sheds, more storage areas. So we'll come and click and open some of these doors like that. There we are. So another shed inside there. We'll see more of your huge amount of equipment being stored in there. And over here, we've got another big shed, barn, whatever you want to call it. There's your big truck and trailer combo in there. And then we'll come around here and we've got another shed, garage, however you want to call it. Open up that like that. That's better. Get the right trigger. See, there's your pickup, and there's your John Deere Gator. Then we'll come round here, and we've got this sheep pen. But this sheep pen is awesome. So we'll click on it. There you are. So it's going to hold 300 sheep. So we'll put some in. Yes, thank you very much. And the sheep will go up into the field, into the hills. Oh, that's excellent. Wall pallet spawn point, and they're sort of just roaming. So you've got like mountain sheep. I mean, they're not mountain goats, but you know, mountain sheep. They'll just be up there somewhere. Ace. That is ace. Obviously, you load your feed in the front, and then we'll come over here. We've got a chicken pen. It's going to be the same sort of thing because there's no sort of, was it nav mesh, where they just stop wandering. They wander miles. These chickens, absolutely miles. So you got your loading in point for your food there. Your egg pallet spawn point is just underneath the grass there. Come to the door like that. There's no icon, but you do get the option to put your animals in. 300 chickens going in there. So we'll do that again. Yes. Okay. And then chickens are going to be everywhere. They're going to be up in the town and all sorts. Excellent. So you come around here, is going to be your main house. So at the side is going to be your wardrobe trigger, and then at the front door is going to be your sleep trigger, and that's your main start farm. I like those animal pens. I mean, you've even got a dog here as well. I mean, it's off having a wander, probably chasing some chickens down, to be fair, but all right, fair enough. I do like this. This is a nice start farm. Those animal pens are brilliant. I mean, that sheep one where they go up into the hills, that is awesome. Right, we'll carry on. We're going to move up to the main area, starting area up the top here. So the first thing we've got is a train loading silo. So obviously you come in here, you load your stuff in from your trailer, then you load it onto the train. There is a train that loops around the map, so it doesn't go off the map. So you take it down to a couple of different sell points that's further down the road, and then sell it off. That's all right. Obviously you come up to there like that. You've got a rent a train option just there. And we'll come up to this one here, actually. Let's have a little look. You've got a sell point just there for it. So this one is going to be that there. So click on that. Not that one. No. We'll zoom in. That's better. Come on. I'm in the way. Shocking. Bale sell point. So if you put some bales on the trailer, on the train, you sell them there. And then we'll come back around here because you obviously rent a train there. And this is your first production chain. So this is going to be your sawmill. So you've got your loading in point and your sell wood icon just there. At the side is the production chain menu. So we'll click on that. We'll buy it. 100 grand. Yes. And we do boards, wood beams and planks. Now, we got to put in wood and coal. Oh, that's a new thing. Now, we'll get back to where you need to buy that later. But that's ace. And the only thing with this is, I haven't found a hatch marking area where the pallets will come out. But, as you'll see, we'll go over here. We've got another production chain, which is going to be the drying mill. There's a pallet spawn point down the side, and there's a wood chip taken out point, but it's all sort of coming up as the sawmill. So we'll buy this, 100 grand, yeah. So what you need for this is dry boards 1, dry boards 2, and then dry boards 3. So you've got plank, wood beams, and planks going in, and obviously you get your dry boards going out. Fair enough. You drop your stuff into there. I mean, that's a sell wood icon. And then we'll come down here. I mean, this side, just down the end of this beige cream building, you've got a pallet spawn point. Now, this whole area is still showing as sawmill. So is that pallet spawn point for the drying station or for the sawmill? It's a question indeed. And then we'll come around here. We'll go around this side of the building, because the other side of this facility here has got a taken out point. You see what I mean? In the bottom right hand corner, you still got Rogue River Sawmill as your information. Got a taken out point there, which should mean that's taken out for your wood chips. That's how I see it anyway. Alright, we'll carry on. So we're going to come just a little bit south on the map now, because we've got another production chain, which is also ace. So come around here. This is a familiar building to the base game. Obviously, it's been changed a little. So we buy that. 60 grand feed production. We'll click on there so you can do silage, silage alfalfa, cow feed and pig food. So obviously grass, alfalfa, hay, black beans, sunflower, corn, barley, soybeans and potatoes will all go into that, making up various different mixtures. And obviously, we have got a few new things in it, which is ace. So we'll come back out, because we're now going to go back up to the map, and we're going to go to this one up here. This is part of the whole sell area at the top. Obviously, we had the one for the train sell point just there, but this is also a bale sell point if you come with a trailer. Then we'll come down here, and at the end of this building is going to be your animal dealer. So if you want to put some animals in a trailer, just come up there, hit the icon, job's a good one. Then we'll come out of there, and we're going to turn right. We're going to go through, I'm going to say, a little village. Yeah, it's like a main road, houses either side. If you want to come down, start from scratch, new farm, and that sort of shenanigans, you come down here, no problem. And there's an area here as well, it's a bit of a shed. Authorised vehicles only. Fair enough. You know, place the sleep trigger down, no problem. And we've got a sell point just here, so come around the back of this one. And then dump all your stuff into there. And we'll come back out of there. We'll come down the road. I like this. I like this. Yeah, nice little... It has got that sort of Midwest American feel to it. Yeah, you come out, you got the roads, you got the houses either side. Yeah, big farmlands behind all the properties. Oh, I do like this. So we'll carry on down this road. And we'll come up to the fuel station, which is next up. Watch out for these cars, because they look a bit crazy. I'm probably going to get myself run over, but alright, fair enough. Jump across the road quick. So we'll come over there like that. So how much are they charging for fuel, actually? Let's have a look. 69. Nice. 0 dear. We'll come down here. We've got a sell point as well. So what's that? What's this one called? There we are. We've come up to here. So that's called Rogue River Market Sale. Then we'll come... Actually, we'll just... Can we hop over the fence? No. Got to go all the way around. Fence is too high. Because behind the fuel station and that sell point, you've actually got your main shop icon, which is going to be just around this corner there. So obviously you've got your workshop trigger just there. Hit the spanner, fix your vehicle, and open up that one. And your main shop icon is in there. You've also got another workshop trigger just there, actually. Turn the lights on. Fair enough. We don't even have to own that. Oh, that's all right. Then we're going to come back out onto the main road, because we've got another sell point just over there. It's going to be the Grocery Mart building. Is it going to be classed as Grocery Mart or Supermarket? Something along those lines. So we'll come like that. We'll go around the back. We'll hook a left round the back here. And there's your sell point. Just dump all your stuff into there. So this one, let's have a look. Grocery Mart, fair enough. So we'll come back out of there. And we're going to come to our first buy point. Come past these houses. I mean, you could easily put like some more sell points down here. You know, the ones that are just the plain grating on a couple of these shops. And just use them as a sell point as well. Very nice. Obviously, these houses here, yeah, put a duffel bag down or sleep trigger, you know, whatever you want to use. Doormat, entirely up to you. Not a problem. So we come up to this one. And this is going to be your tyre sell point. Bronson's Tyre Centre. So you come here. There's the trigger. Obviously, pull your trailer around. Well, a suitable trailer anyway. And fill up with tyres. Now, on the map, it is got the icon of a production chain. It's not. It is just a sell point. Just bear that in mind. Use tyres. But that's right there. And we'll come out of there. And we're going to go down the road a little. Because next door to that is another production chain. Now, the production chains on here are not the normal production chains. Just bear that in mind where you are coming onto it. They have got different inputs and different outputs. So this one, click on that. Wash plant, 80 grand, yes. So in that one, you're going to use stream pay, methane and coal. And you're going to get out river sand, dirt, sand and gold. Fair enough. Obviously, you've got your different inputs. So you've got your stream pay, your methane and your coal going in. And obviously those coming out. Now, obviously, we'll come back to that shortly. Because you've got your loading in point there. And then you've got your pallet spawn point there. And we'll come back to where you can link everything up. Because obviously all these new productions, they all give out different things that need different things from other people. So we'll put a little graphical thing up at the end of it. So this one is going to be your tar production. 60 grand for that one. Yep, so you're going to need tyres going in and then kerosene. And you're going to make tar out of that coming out. So you've got your taking out point, pallet spawn point, whatever you want to call it there. Loading in point just there. Then we'll come back out again. We'll come down the road a little. We'll go to the next production chain. So this one in here. Palico. Fair enough. You've got your loading in point just there. We'll spin it around the corner. And we've got your production chain menu just down here. So that one like that. So that's going to cost you 96 grand. So in that one, you're going to do empty pallets. So you're going to need all those wood beams, planks, wood chips, whatever from the sawmill will go into there to make empty pallets. We'll come around there. There's your pallet spawn point. And over the road, we've got a rent-a-train option. We'll come down the road a little bit more. And we've got another animal area. So we're going to click on this. So you've got your milk taken out point, food loading in point, water loading in point, and then animal dialogue box just there. So 200 cows going in there. Obviously this one is penned in. It's not like a couple of the others that are just massive. And we'll come down here and we've got another animal pen. And this one is awesome. So water and feed going in. We'll click on that. 16 horses. But it's huge. I mean, you could go in there. You could easily ride the horses up and down. No problem. You don't even need to leave the area. Excellent. Right, so we'll come out of there. We're going to go back up the road now to the next production chain. So you've got these two here. Obviously that one looks a bit like a cereal factory, but it's not. It's different. So we're going to come to this one first though. Have a little jog along in the August morning sunshine. Why not? So we'll come up to the first one just there. So you've got your pallet spawn point is on those steps. You then got your production chain menu just there. So this is going to be your asphalt production, 80 grand. So for this, you're going to need tar, gravel, sand and methane. And we'll come out of there. And then you've got your loading in point just there. And then the next one, obviously this is going to be Rogue River Steel, as the name would suggest on the side of the building. So you've got your loading in point just there, pallet spawn point just there, and then your production chain there. 110 grand to buy. So that's going to need coal and iron ore. And we'll come around again. to the next area. It's going to be a sell point for you. So this is the red marble bowl. Obviously sell points around the back. Fair enough. Then we're going to come down the road a little, because the next thing, you are going to need to buy the land rather than actually buying the production chain, because the next one is going to be your BGA. Now you are going to need that to make a couple of things. So we'll come over here like that, go into the map, and we're going to buy the area. So it's going to be this area here, 55. It's going to cost you 13 grand. That's all right actually for BGA, not bad at all. Then we'll come up here. So you've got your loading in point for your slurry, loading in point for your solid stuff. There's your production chain menu. Now, this has got a lot of different things in. So you can put grass, potatoes, silage, slurry, manure, sugar beet, canola, sunflower oil, corn, wood chips, coal, and crude oil. We'll come back to that in a bit. That's all the inputs that you need to put in. But what comes out is the outputs. So you've got methane, digestate, diesel, diesel exhaust fluid, and kerosene. Obviously, we needed that kerosene. Was it for the... Is it asphalt or the tar? I believe it's the tar that needed the kerosene. Yeah. So you need to get that from your BGA. That being said, where's the taken out point? That's interesting. Have a little spin around the back. Is there anything down here? Alright, alright. That's really interesting. I haven't seen any hatch marking areas. So that's a taking out point, loading in point. That's a loading in point. Normally there'd be one over here, but there's no icon by it. Alright, fair enough. We'll carry on. And then next to that, we got this sell point. It's going to be one of your main ones as well. So this is going to be your church. So we'll go down, I'm going to say around the back, but down this side anyway. It's a nice building, that is. Very nice. There's your sell point just there. That is ace. I do like that. Like even the stained glass, that looks brilliant. Right, we're going to go back up to the maps. We're going to move on a little now, because we've done all this top area. So we're going to come down to the fun area down here. So first up, you're going to have a sell point. So we'll click on that there, fairgrounds. Obviously, that's where you're going to sell your stuff. But this is what it is from the have a fun job sort of thing. I think something like was it the monster truck we had? Yeah, come jump over those. You know, got a few of your mates sat in the stands having a watch. It's ace. Oh, awesome. Come down here, have a little bit of a time trial on the go. That sort of thing. Oh, brilliant. Once you've finished doing that, we have got another production chain down here. This is going to be your paper factory. So obviously you've got your production chain menu on the side just here. So we'll go and click on that. So that is going to be 80 grand to buy. And you're going to need wood chips or wood chips. Fair enough. Just wood chips going in there. So you're loading in point just there. Pallet spawn point just there. Now there is another little building actually. We'll just go back up to the map. It is an area that you can buy. That one there. We'll buy that. 19 grand. We're going to have to take a look. It just looks like a bit of a shed to be fair. But we'll have a little look anyway. Have a little wander through the fairground area. I do like that. I think definitely that bit for the monster truck, because obviously you need the bigger wheels to go over the top of it, but that's ace. Oh, I do like it. Right, so we'll come around here through these trees, little shed area. I mean, you could use this as a storage area for the fairground shenanigans. You know, this is where you do your maintenance on the vehicles, that sort of thing. It's a big lean-to on the side. Then we'll come in here. We'll open up these doors like that. There you are. Storage in there. Open up that one. Workshop trigger in there. Yeah, you could definitely have this as a base for the whole shenanigans that you got going on. Excellent. Right, we'll move on again. We're going to come up to this one up here. So it's got the icon of a production chain. It's not. It's a sell point. And this is going to be your old... what's it called? Old mill? Old mine shaft. That's it. Fair enough. Old mine shaft. Now you're going to need to come up here and purchase a few things if you need them. Which is so just come up here and just buy it, because a lot of them are free as well. That's all right. So we'll move on to the next one down here. So it's going to be another sell point for you, but this is a train sell point. So obviously once you've loaded up your train, just come through here, sell it off. Fair enough. Right, we'll move on again. We're going to come up to this one up here. Right, so this is actually a production chain. So this is Rogue River Furniture. There you are. But what's good about this is you can load stuff off of the train. You got the hatch marking areas there, right over the train tracks. So you load it into the train at the top of the map, bring it all down. Jobs are good. And you can also load stuff in there from a trailer if you wanted to. And we'll come around that side. There's your pallet spawn point for stuff going out. And come down here. Got your production chain menu just there like that. 60 grand. Okay. So what you're going to do on that? Furniture from wood, furniture from planks, dry boards 2, 3, and furniture from planks, wood beams. Actually getting wood chips out actually. So you could just chuck stuff down. And now you get, it's a better recipe. So you can have either 300 furniture and 200 wood chips, or you can have the other way around, 200 furniture, 300 wood chips. Fair enough. Right, we'll go back up to the map then, because we're going to move on again. We're going to come over to this area up here. So this is going to be another rent-a-train option. So if you are out in the middle of the woods and you fancy not walking back, just come here, call a train up. Fair enough. Yeah, I've got this loading ramp here, because what this stuff here is that stream pay. So you need to dig it out of the river, and then obviously load it on either a trailer or a train, and then take it back round to where it needs to go. Fair enough. We'll move on again. We're going to come over to this one. So this is a buy point, but it's actually for the train as well. I mean, you can get some stuff on there. Obviously, pull your train in. You got the trailers and you got the tankers on the back of a train as well. Pull it under, load up. Fair enough. Right, we're going to move on. I'm going to come back down to the bottom left-hand corner of the map, because we've got this one here. So this is your gold bar factory. Yeah, gold bars. So production chain menu just there, 60 grand to buy. You then need gold, coal, make your gold bars. Now, you see loading in point, pallet spawn point just there. We'll move on to the last one. So if we go back up to the map like that, come over to this one here. So this is going to be your crude oil production. So you got your production chain menu just there like that, 60 grand again. Obviously, you're going to need crude oil coming out. So you're going to want sand or river sand. Chuck it all in. Both make the same type of recipe, to be fair. So you chuck it all in there. And by the looks of it, there's no icon, but I'd imagine you're going to take it out of that tank. Fair enough. Right. We're now going to go and have a look at this picture that I've made for a couple of things on where you need to get new stuff from. So for the sawmill, you need to put some coal in as an extra product, and you're going to get that from the old mine shaft. And for the wash plant, you're going to need methane. You're going to get that from the BGA. Coal is from the old mine shaft, and stream pay is going to be from that little riverbed where you need to dig it out. For tar production, you're going to need tyres from the used tyres selling point, and kerosene from the BGA. For the asphalt production, you're going to need tar from the tar production. You also need gravel from the old mine shaft, sand from the old mine shaft, and methane from the BGA. For the steel factory, you need coal, where you'll get from the old mine shaft, and iron ore, also from the old mine shaft. For the gold bar factory, you're going to need gold from the wash plant. You'll need coal from the old mine shaft. For the crude oil production, you're going to need sand from the wash plant and river sand from the wash plant as well. So that's the new production chains. Now, if we go into the shop menu, we'll go down right down to the bottom to all the new things that we can actually make in this new one. So we've got these here. So we got compost, soybean straw. So you get straw for soybeans, that's all right. Alfalfa's a new crop you can plant, and obviously we get alfalfa hay off of it. Black beans is a new crop you can plant as well. Got asphalt that you can make, tires you can make, coal, dirt, gravel. Got all those new things that we can make in the production chain. Now, there is a couple of things down here that we can't sell. All the other new stuff, there's areas that you can sell it at. But we've got these empty pallets, paper, and asphalt pallet. Now, we can't sell those normally. As with everything, there's going to be a mod to sort that out. And the sell everything container by Schultz Modding. So if we go back into that menu now, there you are, sell everything container, asphalt pallet, paper, and empty pallets. Sorted. Now, one other thing, I'm just going to nip over to that dig out a bull riverbed. And there is a little bit of an issue with this, because if you come down to it, and you'll get to the side, and you'll just go into it. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem. There's either no collision on it, or there's something else going on in the background. Now, I come down here with a wheel loader, and I couldn't use that either. Even with the bucket that comes with this map, couldn't get it to load. I mean, even if we go in there and we'll buy the area, 59, yes. Okay, so we've bought the area. And I still can't get it. I still couldn't dig it out, which is going to be a bit of a problem for a couple of the production chains. So for the wash plant that needed the stream pay to make whatever was going on in there, obviously if you can't get the stream pay, you can't use that plant. And also the gold bar factory, because you need gold from the wash plant, which needs the stream pay, you can't use that either. So I do think this map needs an update. But that's the only problem that I found so far, to be fair, is just that stream pay. Maybe just a little bit of a tweak rather than a major update. Right, just a quick update for the stream pay. Poor Boy Modding does know there's an issue with it, and they are going to be fixing it in a future update. So that's great to see. Anyway, we'll have a little bit of a flyover just to see how many trees there are. And there is a lot. And also, what you know, as we're having a flyover as well. Oh, there's the train going by. But you see that on the back? Those tankers on the back, you can load fluids into those. Ace. Well, the land and how it goes up and down, you know, you're coming up to the tops of the mountain, it's just huge. It really is huge. I mean, I can't see where I'm going with all these trees, to be fair, but even, you know, it's a standard size map, but with all these trees and the height elevation changes, it does feel bigger than it actually is, which is great. I mean, we're up here at the top of the map, well, at the highest point that I can find, mind you, and, you know, you're looking out over all the farmland, area, shop, village, whatever. It's just huge. It's just huge indeed. Oh, we've got a pig pen down there. Hold on, let's jump down into that one. Alright, so that one snuck right past me. Just down there. Just past the, was it the feed production? It's a pig pen. So we'll jump in there like that. How many's in there? 300 pigs. Oh, that's alright. Loading in point there. And where's your, is it taking out point of slurry, or is it just a, it's classed as a pig sty? There's no taking out point for slurry. That must mean it's classed as a pasture. Oh, there we are. That side. There's your taking out point. But again, got the fencing. Was I in the pigsty? I think I was. I was in the pigsty itself. Oh dear, oh dear. Right, now I'm the right side. You can see how big the nav mesh is going to be for the pigs, where the fence is. Dear, oh dear. Schoolboy error. But we'll carry on where we were, because you can see that, you know, that this map is great. Yeah, it might need a bit of a touch up here and there, but it is one of those things you can do both. You want to do a bit of logging, you want to do a bit of farming, you want to do some animals, because you can put a decent amount of animals down. This map is ace. I mean, especially those sheep that go up into the hills as well. That is brilliant. Oh, love it. Right, drop it in the comments below what you're going to be doing. You're going to smash out some logging, do some animals, or smash out some fields. We'll see what people are looking at. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. It's muchly appreciated. But for me, that's it for today, and I'll see you in the next one.